Look at Angie. She's over here booking at the meeting.
Yes.
We have Kirsten who's joining the business today. We have over there, we have
Ronnie.
Ranice. Ranice is actually learning how to sign someone up. And also Tamika and Aubrey. Goodbye, everyone.
Cheers to season.
On this episode of Ameca Travel In It, you get to see Ameca building the business from behind the scenes with the International Money team and also her interview with T Orange in Chicago, Illinois.
We all enjoy traveling to exotic locations around the world, but what if it was possible to generate and build wealth from it? Join business entrepreneur and travel business owner Ameca Cooley as she embarks to fantastic destinations around the globe, empowering and teaching audiences how to build wealth and strengthen economic development.
So let's talk about some of those assets. Let's just talk about
Discover exotic locations, forge new connections, and build wealth generation with Ameca Travel.
My next question is
I need some health insurance.
because I'm thinking about doing it. I always think about the ups and I think about the downs.
right.
My biggest concern about this is not being able to get people to sign up. I mean, but then again, I know I do believe in the law of averages. Like
Exactly.
you just keep going. You
You
know,
just-
you're gonna get some no's.
okay. Think about this. I talk to people everywhere I go, and I'm never concerned about if they're going to say no, right? Because I'm not focused on the people who say no. I'm only focused on the people who say yes. So,
Okay.
and I don't fear anything because all I'm doing is telling you about my life anyway. So, you tell people for free all the time about your life, right?
Yes.
And so what about with this? If they decide to join you, get a check for it. People post on social media what they ate, what they did. I'm posting what I did. And if you want to join me, you can.
Right.
So here's the other host that just joined us.
Hi, my name is Big Silver G. I'm the dopest fat girl from the hood. You can follow me on all social media platforms, and if you can't find me, just Google me, baby. Period. That's what I say.
Okay.
But I'm here live at 5. I do live at 5 at my radio Chicago. If y'all want to do anything with us, just let us know.
I love it. Thank you. So you guys, when to mark your business, you better call them up. And make sure you follow them on all social media and support their page, okay? They're supporting us, especially my team. Whenever anyone supports our team, we support them back.
And Ameca was talking about the travel agency more, and I asked her like, "Hey, what do I do?" Because I'm one of those people who I don't like rejection, but however, I do believe in the law of averages. But how do I get out of my head when it comes to getting, the yeses and the nos?
Exactly. And so my response was, I don't focus on the no's, I focus on the people who want it. And so I just keep talking to people wherever I go that are traveling already, because I know that more than likely they're going to be interested because it's a part of their lifestyle anyway. So they're not doing anything different than what they've already been doing, except for they're getting money in their pocket now.
Right. And then the next question was, well then, where do we start? How do I get started?
Okay, so to get started, we actually have our own links. So which you would have your own link to, and you would pass that to someone, they can sign up through you. And since I met you through Kashmir, who's actually on our team, you would have his link. All you would have to do is you would click on his link, and we will walk you through the process of getting signed up. And then we have actual guides for our team that says what to do within 72 hours, what to do in your first month, and then we take you step by step with the process.
It's almost like guaranteed, like a
Exactly.
success plan. Like, literally, it doesn't get no simpler. From how I'm hearing it,
Exactly.
she's literally breaking it down to what you should have done in the next 72 hours deadline.
Exactly.
As long as you follow those deadlines in this guide, you shall be successful in this business.
Exactly.
How often do the team or members of the employees, members of the team, go out and outsource and go out and talk to people, or is that like on their own leisure if they're traveling at the same time?
So we have people who talk to people on social media every day.
Absolutely.
So we have other people who they travel. Like myself, I'm out the country. Every other week I'm out the country, so I'm talking to people all the time at the airport. Everywhere I go, I'm talking to someone. If I'm at home, I'm talking to people on social media. But it's however you so choose. It's no pressure because you don't have any quotas to meet. It's all about you and what you want to create with your finances.
So if I wanted to make this my full-time situation, right? And honestly, I just want to travel, and I want to get paid to travel. Where will I start? You know, after I've done paid the $200. And,
okay, so after
and got into my
so after you did the pay the $200, you do a strategy call with me.
Okay.
And so with the strategy call, I get to see what your strong points are. Like, okay, say if you're in radio, right?
Yes.
So you have people who come to you to be on your radio show, right?
Yes.
Those people travel, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Go into your network, start talking to those people. Hey, I just started this new business. Let me tell you about this business. If you were in daycare, I would tell you, talk to all the daycares in the neighborhood, plan a kids trip. And you guys make money off of planning a kids trip. So it's just different strategies for different businesses and different people.
Okay, I like that idea. Look, you can't say no, Sil. What you think?
I'm sorry.
So
On my telephone.
Dope Fat Girl
She's
going
like,
on
hold
tour?
on.
Also, I feel like I want to know about the people that offer group trips
Yeah.
for like a large amount of people, but not necessarily. It's advertised for like a group trip, but like 20 people can go.
Exactly. Okay, so I actually tell some of my friends and some of my business partners about doing girls trips and things like that. I have a couple right now that is doing a couples event. And so when you're doing those type of events, you want to make sure that you are actually creating enough time for people to be able to book it, for one, and then you want to make sure that you are negotiating that rate so that way you get paid what you need to get paid off of it, and then that you have enough time to pay for the event without any money coming out of your pocket. All the money needs to be coming from the people going on the trip, not from you.
And if I was a person that was coordinating that, do I do like an itinerary as well?
Yes.
Or just, okay.
And we actually, in our guides, in our group, we have how to create your itinerary and things like that. So, and also how to send the invoice to everyone. So we pretty much do all the steps for you.
That's dope. Oh my God.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna do it.
The travel apron.
Yes. Got a nice little ring to it.
That sound. It sounds like we're going to Jamaica.
Yes.
You was in here when we was talking about Jamaica.
No, we were talking Jamaica.
Yes, we was, girl. Look,
Okay.
we be on the same wavelength.
Because I feel like the first thing, like the first place I go
Is
when I get my
Jamaica.
passport is Jamaica or Mexico.
Okay.
Just to
Why
have
Mexico?
my passport. I feel like that's the training wheel step to
Right.
like
Other
travel out the
things.
country.
You don't want to just dive right into Europe? Like,
Not
just
yet.
say forget it. Just
Not yet.
Okay.
out
Not
of
yet.
nowhere, we just gonna book
Because I have
this trip.
expectations for Mexico and Jamaica. Now, when I go to Europe, I'm going to expect to find European poppy out there somewhere. I'm not sure.
European poppy?
A European poppy. I just feel like my soulmate is in Europe.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's interesting. And you know what? He might just be there.
See?
Because, you know, words are very powerful. So,
What? You gonna contest to this?
look, he might be there. But you will never know unless you go. And that's what I tell people. So I'm going to tell you, my sister, she went over to another country and met her husband.
Ooh.
And I tell a lot of the women who are single on our team, look, you need a husband who travel the world. He might not be here. He may be somewhere else.
Yeah.
But he can't find you unless you make yourself available for him to see you.
Exactly. Do you have tips for people that are like a little bit afraid of traveling out of the country?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, tomorrow is not guaranteed to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to live life today.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want to live a life of regrets. And so if you are afraid, put a tracking device on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Let your family track you.
Yeah.
And then make sure that, you take safety precautions, that, you're not letting people know that you're alone if you're traveling by yourself, or take a friend with you.
Yeah.
So if you're afraid to travel by yourself, get someone else to go with you who's not afraid.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy that.
What
I
was
need
the
that.
question? What was the first country you ever traveled to?
Okay, so the first place I ever traveled to was the Bahamas.
Okay.
And that's usually a lot of people's first trip because you don't have to have a passport. You just need a birth certificate to go
First-
there.
Okay, different continent other than the Americas. Over there in Europe and Asia and all of that.
Okay, so I went to London first,
Okay.
and then from London, I did a whole series of places after I went to London. So I went to London. After London, I went over to Dubai. Then I went to Ethiopia. So I was traveling back and forth.
So, a lot of times, you know how artists have tours? So, let's say it was a tour going on.
Yes.
And everyone in the tour obviously needs travel. So, if I have a tour of like 15 people and then they all need travel, they would just go to my link and book
Yes.
with me, right?
They can book with you.
Okay, but not necessarily mean that we're on the same team. You only be on the team if you want to go through the same process that I did
Exactly.
to
And
license the flight.
Exactly.
However we.
so if they decided that they
Oh my
didn't want to join you in the business, they can just book through you. But if they decided they wanted to join you, like I said, I have a team of almost 200 people right now. And so with that, when they book travel, I get paid too.
Okay, and is
So
that all
even
travel?
if they're an agent, so whatever they book,
Mhm.
I'm getting a portion too, so that I get a match.
Okay.
So if they get, if they book someone's travel and they get paid $5,000, right? I get a check for $2,500 and they get a $5,000. It's not taken
It's
out
not
of their
taken
money.
out of it. Nice. And that's all of it, right? Planes, trains, buses.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you.
Okay.
So a lot of people, they always talk about the regular things that you think about, like hotels and resorts.
Yeah,
and,
I'm thinking all of
flights
it right
and all
now.
that. But see, there's Lamborghinis. Remember, I told you that.
Yes,
There's
ma'am.
mansions. There's private islands, private villas. There's so many things to travel. There's even trains.
Yeah.
You can
The
get
trains. Yeah.
Exactly. There's luxury trains. There's metro trains.
Yep.
You can save on all of them.
So it's all of it. Sylvia,
Exactly,
it's
it's all the
everything.
travel.
Cars included,
Cars
rental.
Yes,
I didn't even
rental.
know about the luxury
You know how much
train.
I do
Yes.
rentals? You realize I rent cars just cause.
I mean,
Really?
I can't afford a
Yeah,
luxury.
because sometimes I don't have a car. I know, shame on me. I know. I don't have a car and I have the nerve to always rent a vehicle when I have let's say I have like a busy week.
Exactly.
Like it saves me. But if I have like a busy week, let's say I'm like booked throughout my week and it's like in far distance, I rent a car.
Exactly.
And I'm like, okay, I'll just rent a car for the week so I can make sure I need to be where I need to and won't have to depend on anything if I can pay for it.
Well,
I do that a lot.
now this is a smart way to do it because
save
now
money.
when you get the cars through yourself,
Mhm.
you're going to take the money that you saved and you're going to invest that money.
Yep.
And that money can go towards purchasing your car if you want to.
Yeah. It can go with everything that you do, Phil. Like
So, but what about if I'm renting a car in the place like I flew to? Like if I flew,
It doesn't matter where you rent a car. Travel is all over the world.
and you get it for when you just flew.
Exactly.
Okay. I never really think about that though. Like, okay, how are we getting around? Okay, so I have Lyft, you have Uber. We can just split it
Yeah.
instead of like just going in on a rental.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And that's when I
Okay.
started
And then when you
going
rent the
in on
car,
rental.
you're not limited to where you can go.
Exactly.
Okay.
Because you're gonna pay for Uber and Lyft every time you get out of it and get back in it.
Might
So
as well get a rental.
You may as well have the rental.
Yeah, because the rental was probably $80 a day, if
Exactly.
at minimum though. So maximum probably $120.
And you
But you probably paid out
for Lyft all the time.
exactly.
Okay.
So what's another $30-$40?
Okay. I'm just now traveling as an adult, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out.
And then think about this. What if you want to go shopping
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to have to call them? You could just take your stuff, put it in the car, and go back to where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
And
why I
then
rent cars.
you never know. You want to go places every day when
Mhm.
you're traveling, right?
Yes.
You got to call Uber every time you want to go somewhere and wait for them to get there.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
can just go and believe like if I'm at home.
Exactly.
I got you.
Obviously, this is something that I'm gonna go ahead and jump on board for. So, Cash, if you're listening, get your link together because I'm gonna be Cash apping you $200. Signed, sealed, delivered on air.
I love it.
With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take a break pretty soon. I know RFNL. I can't say their name because it's like acronymed out, but Real Beef for Life, they're on their way for their exclusive interview. Basically, the whole label is coming through. So what that means is we got interviews pulling up in about 10 minutes. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you into some music. But before I throw you into some music, Ameca, where can we find you?
Okay, so again, you can find me on Instagram. It's Ameca Travel in It. That's AMECA Travel TRAVELINIT. And on Facebook is Ameca Cooley. So I'm on all social media. So Ameca Cooley, that's how you can find me.
Absolutely. And you also said that you had an event coming up as well.
Yes, so I have an event coming up here in Chicago at Ethiopian Diamond on the north side. It's on Broadway. So if you Google Ethiopian Diamond on Broadway, you will find me on Sunday, August 15th. We will be there from 1 o'clock until 4 p.m. You can find out more about our travel business there in person.
So, Sylvia,
Yes.
you know what I'm finna do, right?
No.
I'm finna rope you into my mess. You wanna come with me?
Yeah.
When is it?
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
I'm not going to say yes, but I'm not going to say no.
Come on.
Have you ever had Ethiopian food?
Yes.
Do you like it? Okay, well, you haven't had my
I'm there. Like,
you haven't
I'm
had
there.
a mouses. So come over there and have some Ethiopian food and let's see what you think then. Who the host was, you guys. So make sure that you guys follow her. She's going to introduce herself.
Go
Can you
ahead and follow me. It's me, T Orange, the emotional gangster. But yes, you can go ahead and follow me on all social media platforms at Tanaya Orange Juice. I promise you I'm going to be the only one. Or you can simply just type in TEE Orange and I will pop up on Instagram or on Facebook. Go ahead.
Okay, you guys, you heard it here. Go ahead and follow these ladies. They're supporting us. Let's go support them.
And let's go book travel and take trips and make money.
That's right. To book or partner with Ameca, click the link below this video.